Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a Nikki Uncut. Today we're going to be doing a makeup look, but it's going to be a foundation-free makeup look. That's right. We're going to go without foundation and we're going to create a really pretty look that's going to be, it's going to feel lightweight. It's going to feel very breathable and very nice, but it's not going to look like we don't have foundation on. So let's get right into it. And I do want to kick things off by saying, if you're new to my channel and you're a new subscriber, welcome. I want to start saying that a little bit more often because I do have a lot of new subscribers and I'm so grateful. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki LaRose and we have a lot of fun over here. So I'm going to start this makeup look, this no foundation makeup look with a new product that I got in PR recently from Maybelline. It's like I believe it's a brand new launch from them. It's the Conceal and Perfect Sun-Kissed Liquid Bronzing Drops. I was sent 3 shades. This is the shade Light. This also contains copper peptides and hyaluronic acid in it. It's not a sunscreen. I have my sunscreen on. And also just like a forewarning, I have like all my skin prep on and have a little bit of brow going on. But we're going to clean that up together on camera because they're looking a little not finished. So I'm going to squeeze out this is a really pretty product. I'm going to warn you ahead of time. It is a very, very beautiful product. So it's going to give me exactly what I need, which is a bit more color. So if you're also new here, you might be wondering why my face is so much lighter than the rest of my body. It just is. I can't tell you why, but I mean, I have hints and I have ideas as to why my face is so much lighter than my body. And that's because I wear a ton of sunscreen on my face. I do on my body as well, but I am not as diligent on my body as I am my face. And my neck and my chest. And also I wear hats typically every single day when I'm out and about. So when I leave my house, I am probably 90% of the time, I'd say, wearing a hat, unless it's nighttime. So my face just doesn't see the light of day that much. And if you combine that with wearing retinols and active serums like, you know, like anti-aging type serums, those types of products tend to just over time lighten pigment in your skin. So if it's a vitamin C serum that's specifically designed to brighten your skin, so things like that, they all make for a slightly lighter complexion in my case. So this is going to help to even out my complexion and give me some color that I desperately need to even it out to look cohesive. So it also has like a nice glow to it, which is really pretty. Very nice for summertime when you're just wanting to give your skin that really beautiful, luminous glow, like that healthy, juicy glow. So I got this product, I'd say, I don't know, 4 days ago by now, and I've worn it already 2 days in a row, and I really, really like it. And there's so many products like this on the market. Like there's so many to choose from. Another one that I actually love so much, and I just want to show you really quick. Where is it? Where is she? She's right here. This is from Cali Ray, and I was going to feature this, but I really wanted to show something just different because I really like this too, and it's Milani, so it's going to be a little bit more affordable because it is a drugstore product. I'll make sure I link in the description box along with everything else like I always do, so you'll be able to check out the price point and all that good stuff. So this is giving me a bit of color, which is great. Takes a minute to kind of blend this out so it looks even and not patchy, but I'd say that's the same case with all of these kind of bronzing formulas. I used to, a long time ago, I feel like one of the first products I used that was similar to this was the Drunk Elephant one, like the bronzing drops from Drunk Elephant, which I know they're really still popular, but my God, that product is expensive for what it is. So we're blending, and also I'm blending this out with my N17, and we're looking good. I mean, we're gonna get better. I promise you, we're gonna get better. So no foundation. I need to color correct. I'm gonna use my Cali Ray Hideaway Concealer. This is the under eye brightening corrector, kind of like all-in-one, really easy product. This is gonna neutralize my dark circles under my eyes, color correct them, and also brighten them. So I do that just where I really need it. And I'm going to tap that in with my N14 brush. So the whole idea of no foundation, like a foundation-free makeup look, I think resonates the most in like the hot months. So when it's summertime, when it's hot outside, you just don't want to put that extra layer of product on your face, but you still want to have makeup and you still want to look like, you know, really fresh and confident and have like an actual makeup look on, but you want to just go without that, you know, heavier layer of foundation. I think that doing this kind of look in the summer months is going to be the most beneficial. So I've been wanting to do this for a minute and I'm happy I'm finally getting this filmed. So under eyes are color corrected. That feels so much better. Now we're gonna go straight into bronzing more, and I can't stop using this product. I know you're probably, if you're not new to my channel and you've been watching the last, I don't know, months worth of videos on my channel, you're like, how many more times are you gonna use the CL Protect and Sculpt bronzing stick? And I'll tell you, I'm gonna use it till it runs out and then I'll probably buy another one. So I'm gonna use this to sculpt my face. It's gonna look very wild over here for a minute. It's gonna look real wild. But we're gonna use this in all the places that I want to define, bronze, and sculpt. So this has SPF 30 in it. And it's just a really easy product to work with, really easy product to use. And I actually, when I'm feeling kind of lazy and I don't wanna grab another brush, I really love to pat this product in with the same side that I used my liquid product with on my N17. I'll use that same side and do a patting motion. Just like that. It just makes it really quick, really easy, and blends it out very smoothly on my skin. Try to buff this into my hairline. My hairline is looking really, really pale in comparison. My hairline doesn't really get the sun, so, because again, it's always wearing a hat. So tapping it in, just like that. The nice part too about this kind of product is, even though I have sunscreen on, I mentioned this in previous videos, but why I love this product is it just gives me that little extra bit of added sun protection, which I'm just not mad about. I just won't turn that down, you know? I won't turn down a little extra sun protection, because why not have a bit more on top of like the high points, especially of our face. You know, like the cheeks, when you think about the cheek, across the nose, and all those areas, like the highest points of your face, those are the ones that are like more quickly exposed to the sun, typically speaking, you know? So why not have that little extra something. So I do love to contour my lips with this product. The hold on it and the grip is really, really nice. So I just feel like this product in general for oily skin, dry skin combo is gonna be, I think it's gonna be good for anyone. So doing a little sculpting around the temple of my eyes for like a little bit of like a lift pre-concealer. My neighbor just got home in his very loud truck, so you might hear that. This got a little patchy over here. Just gonna kind of rework it with my brush. And blend it out. And then we're gonna move on to concealer. And for concealer, I cannot stop using, I mean, this is one of my favorite concealers at the moment, and I don't see it changing for a while. It's the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I've been grabbing this the most because I feel like this is the most reliable concealer that I have at the moment. I love my Hourglass one. I love the NARS Radiant Creamy. But as far as like a newer formula, I just can't stop. I can't put this one down. I really cannot. Anytime I need, or I'm like wanting to look like my absolute best and I'm wanting to feel my best, I grab this concealer. And I think for like a no foundation day too, this is a really great concealer because it's very spreadable. It's very, yeah, I mean, it's just very like stretchable and spreadable. So you'll cover a lot of ground with just a little bit of this concealer. It's very, very expandable in that way. So yeah, we're gonna still get some coverage, don't you worry. We're just not gonna do it with foundation. So a little coverage around my nose because I have a lot of redness there. We're gonna do a highlight action straight down my nose. And I actually wore this concealer a few days ago. I had a really awesome opportunity. Let me actually give you a little story time of my week last week. You're watching this on Tuesday for Nikki and Cut. So last week I had such a cool opportunity, such a cool honor to go to Google. Okay, it feels so weird to say that, to be honest. I went to Google. Yes, Google. Couldn't believe I was there either. Trust me. And let me actually switch my brush. Hold on, as I'm in the middle of story time. Do I want to use this? No, let me just switch to this little guy. I've been really loving this little BK Beauty 112 brush. Underrated brush. Very, very underrated brush from BK Beauty. So anyway, I went to Google. I got invited to speak on, basically speak on a panel for about, I think it was like 45 guests, somewhere in that range. And the main purpose was to talk to a group of incredibly talented creators, like content creators on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the platforms, right? And kind of inspire them and tell them about my journey and how it's been on YouTube for me so far. And it was a really awesome time. I mean, I wish I had more footage of like me actually speaking, but I got to like basically tell everyone about my journey and how I got to be a content creator on YouTube and what that journey has looked like, what inspires me. You kind of get the idea. Like, so it was a full-on interview. And then after that, they opened it up to like a Q&A with the audience. And I got such great questions from the audience. It was like, I basically left and I was like, I could have done that all day long. I could have stayed and chatted and done that all day long because I just had like the best time. And it was really such a fantastic group of people. I felt like I left that event with, well, first of all, I left with so many new followers, like people that I'm now following. And I'm so excited about that. And just like such a great sense of like community, just to meet these people in person and to like get to know them and to talk to them and give them advice. And it was just a really awesome experience. And I'm probably not even like explaining it the best to my ability because I am doing two things at once and I'm not very good at that sometimes. Sometimes it's very hard to apply makeup, blend it out thoughtfully, and also tell the story. But anyway, yeah, so that was my week last week. That was the highlight of my week, I should say. And such an honor, such a huge moment. I don't know. I'm just very proud that I got to be there and just very, very grateful that Google had me. So I'll try and insert some pictures in my community post. If you don't know, like on YouTube, there's actually like it's called like community tab. And if you're not familiar with it, if you go to like a creator's profile, you can kind of like swipe to the right. And it's gonna look like I'm doing the left, but on the right. And it's and you click on community and it's kind of like scrolling through a little mini Instagram, basically, where you can creators post photos. We post, stories, updates, things like that. It's usually where I post and announce my live. So when I go live, I usually go live on Sundays for like a Sunday morning get ready with me. And that's usually when I post and announce it, along with like Instagram as well. But anyway, long story short, I will try my best to post in my community some photos from that Google event with Ulta Beauty and all that good stuff. And I'll try to share a little bit more about that. So as I was talking and blending, we are now in a really good place and complexion is looking really nice. It's feeling so nice. And you really can see what I meant by this concealer being super flexible. I mean, and expandable, right? I'm just basically taking like the leftovers of the blend and kind of repurposing it in different areas where I want like just a little bit more smoothness and a teeny bit of coverage. So that concealer really we got a lot out of it, basically. We got a lot out of that concealer. I am going to take a little bit more. I'm still letting this area dry down because I want to have it self-set a bit so I can maintain that coverage to the max, basically. So what I need right now is I need my Angie Han Flashy brush. So hold please. This is like my travel bag that I take with me. It has my makeup brushes in it when I'm just on the go. And I need another Angie Han Flashy A505. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need another one of these because I rely on this brush for a lot of stuff. So it's the A505. Please excuse it. It's very dirty and I need to wash my brushes and I'm I'm a little behind on that currently. My pro brushes are clean, so that's always a win for me. Like the ones I keep in my kit. And then usually when the ones I keep in my kit are clean, the ones I have personally for my use suffer a bit because I can't wash 2 huge groups of brushes in like the same couple days. I just can't. I can't do it. I need a break. So anyway, 504, same 505, excuse me. Same concealer. I'm going to define underneath my brows. They're looking a little messy right now. I'm trying to grow them out once again. I feel like I'm always saying that every few months on my channel. And but I'm trying to grow them out again. So that's my story, and that's why they're looking a little like they need to be maintained. But the truth is, you know, when you want to really grow out your brows, you should leave them alone, like not touch them. Don't pluck them, don't do nothing. Let them just heal and grow out. So in that meantime, this is my favorite trick to conceal those hairs that are down here that I don't really need, but I want to just leave them alone. Oh, this is going to be so much better. There we go. Also, it just helps to define and structure your brows before you like going in with more brow pencil, brow pens, and stuff like that. So that is down there. We're done with that for a second. I need to grab a clean, thank God I had one more clean one, a clean N16. This is my brush with BK Beauty as well. Again, only saying these things because I feel like I have a lot of new people recently and I just don't want to, if you're out of the loop, I don't want you to be out of the loop. So you may be like, yeah, I know that's your N16 brush, but new people here might not know that. So trying to like remember that I have new people and I should start mentioning general things like who I am and my name. Because I haven't been doing that on my intros for my videos for quite a few months now, I've noticed. I look back and I was like, have I been introducing myself? And it hasn't been that often. Okay, that looks better. Now I'm going to properly blend out the rest of the edges of this concealer along the side of my nose. Really get it in there. But look how good that concealer looks. You know, it is just so smooth. And you don't need to wear this much of it too, you know. It is a full coverage concealer, so you can just use a little dotty dot, blend it out, tap, 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 and then you're done, you know. So now that's dried down on my nose, that highlight, we're in a better spot. I'm going to go back to that N14 and really buff out the edge because this also has a little bit of leftover remnants of the contour. Okay. Let's do a little buffy buff. Just like that. What do we think? It's good. I think it's good. I think we're in a good spot. So I have, before I actually set my under eyes, excuse me, getting ahead of myself here, I'm going to apply a blush from Westman Atelier. I have so many new blushes I'm in love with, and I've been like just alternating between so many good formulas at the moment. So I want to switch it up. I actually got a few new shades from Westman Atelier in PR. Thank you so much, Westman Atelier, because your blushes are very expensive, but I do love them. This is the shade Popette. And actually, I don't believe that Popette is a new shade. I think I just got it in PR. They do have some other new shades that did launch and come out very recently. But this one is new to me. It's a hot pink, so pretty, so good for summer, or just in general, like a hot pink blush. Forget about it. Same N17 that has all those products on it. It's okay. We're just going to dip into another cream product and then tap it on. There's nothing like a bright pink blush because it just really wakes up your whole complexion. You know, it just really is so, so flattering and so, so pretty. So I'm going to go for a youthful placement with this blush. I'm going to go all over the apples of my cheeks and just tap it in. So going over the apples, and then with whatever's left over, I'm going to just kind of lightly blend it across the nose, kind of giving me a fun little like sun-kissed, I was out in the sun too long vibe over here. Gonna dip into more. But that color is so pretty. All the West Atelier blush shades are, I think, just spot on. They did such a great job with their shades. I don't think they're missing really any, to be honest. I think the only one that I don't like is they have like a really sheer peachy one that is just not very satisfying. It's like a little too sheer in my opinion. The rest of them are all fantastic. Just tapping it in. Melting it into the rest of my complexion. Going up high. And then we will set this with a powder blush as well, just to like lock it into place. Ow, that's my hand. Very nice. N14, gonna blend this out. This is a Nikki Uncut. So also, if you're new here, Nikki Uncut is it's just a more fun format where I don't cut anything out. So you see the entire blending process, which in most of my videos, you don't see the entire blending process because it's so long and it can be boring to a lot of people. So that's why we generally cut it out. So I'm going to set my under eyes finally, and I'm going to use the Secret Brightening Powder from Mercier. Really great, very lightweight, like very lightweight powder. Same N14 brush, dip into the product and then just buff it into the cap. Just like that. And just lock in that concealer so it does not crease or move about my face throughout the day. Love it. Love this powder. This is a powder I used for so many years in my pro kit, and like years and years I used this in my kit, and I loved it for mainly my mature skin clients for their under eyes. And then I just kind of stopped using it for, I don't know, what felt like a decade, and then I finally have it back in my life, and I'm realizing that I've been missing it for so long. It is such an underrated powder that nobody really, I feel like nobody talks about it. Or at least they haven't in a while. And I'm going to buff a little bit of whatever's left over on my eyelids just to mattify it a bit because they're a little shiny. And then I have a new powder that I'm anxiously waiting, and I've been waiting to try it out for this video. It's the new Hourglass powders. I don't know if any of you have tried this. That's dirty. If any of you have tried this powder, I'd love to hear your thoughts on if it's working for you. I've heard mixed things about it, so I just would love to gather your opinion in the comments. So if you've tried it, feel free. Just if it's good, bad, let me know. I'm very, very curious. So I picked up the shade, oops, Translucent Medium. It comes with a little powder puff. I'm not going to use the powder puff. I'm just going to tuck it back in there and we're going to save it for a rainy day. I'm going to use, hold please, I'm going to grab a little microfiber towel. I'm going to just pat off and work off the excess creams on my N17. This is what I do if I want to use the same brush and I want to just make sure, like if I've used this backside or the front side for too many liquids, too many creams, it's okay for like 1 to 2 products and then you flip it to use the backside. But sometimes if you're doing just too many creams of products, it will seep through because of the overall amount of product that you're packing on one side. So just to be safe, I'm going to just kind of work off, dry rub off the excess amount of product, use the backside, and then we're going to dip into what I hope is going to be a new favorite powder because I spent a lot of money on it. It was not cheap. So backside, and let's just test it out together. We might hate it. I don't know. I do not know. I have not tried this yet, so. Okay. Well, it feels really nice. Okay, feels nice. It feels very, it has like a silky feeling to it, which I'm liking. And I do want to set my makeup overall with this because it's a very hot day and I want my makeup to really stay put. So just gonna do a nice light layer all throughout, avoiding this area, but just kind of all over the cheek. I think it looks pretty. I don't think it's, I think it's nice. I don't think it's like groundbreaking. So to be continued, I'll definitely have to give you like more my continued thoughts as I continue to wear it and test it out. Let's go back to another powder because I need a little extra glow, and I have been wearing this all summer long and also prior to the summer as well. It's the Sunshow Luminous Bronzer, basically, from Kosas. This is the shade Waves, and I love Waves, and I love applying it with my BK Beauty 104. And we're going to just hit the top of the forehead and buff all over. Really, really nice, soft, luminous bronzing effect with this powder. I get so many compliments when I just kind of bring this all over my forehead. People are like, your skin's so smooth. It's so, what do you have on? What foundation are you wearing? And honestly, it's like every time I wear this powder, I do get so many compliments on my complexion. Not that I don't when I don't wear this powder, but when I do wear this powder, it's like I know I'm going to get even more compliments on my complexion, which is always nice. Because it has a really nice smooth effect to it. Like you can see like my forehead just feels and looks really smooth. Hit my chin a little bit. I love to especially like really get this all over my nose. I feel like it's just super cute and flattering there. So that is on. And we have to do some eye makeup. We have got to get some kind of eye makeup on. And for that, I'm gonna use a product that I've been loving so much. It's a drugstore product. It's the Maybelline Colored Tattoo 24-Hour Eye Base. It's in the shade Urbanite. Can't stop using this, and I don't want to stop using it. And grabbing my N16, this is my preferred brush to apply it. So I just pack it on one side of the brush, and it just works so nice as a very soft, natural, matte eye base. Quick, so easy. So if you have oily eyelids, this is a nice product to just kind of throw on first. You don't have to be super precious with it. You just kind of like swipe it all over, and it really helps to keep the oil control at bay. It helps to smooth the eyelids. So if you have like, if you have more like textured eyelids, if your eyelids are dry, this is like a nice smoothing base you can put on prior to your shadow. But the biggest bonus is it's going to help to prime your eyes, prevent creasing, and all that stuff. And it's like $7 at Walmart. Like I got it at like walmart.com for like $7, and it's a deal. Such a deal. So now that that is on, my eyelids are primed, which is great. Because now we're going to jump into the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Matte Palette. And we're just going to do a soft daytime neutral eye. And for that, I'm going to dip into this shade right here and my N13 brush. And I just want to create one of my favorite kind of eye makeup looks, which is just a soft neutral eye. And I'm actually going to keep this look nice and matte. It's a really great soft mid-tone brown. Warm mid-tone brown, that is. There we go. Just like that. Very pretty. Gonna dip into the shade that's above it right now. So just a little bit of a deeper tone to add more depth. Just in a quick, nice, soft way. Again, Nikki and cut. So you have to kind of see the whole process of going back and forth, checking to see if they're even, seeing if they're good enough, accepting the fact that my eyes don't match up. And that's just the way it is. And yeah, Nikki and cuts are pretty fun for this reason. You just gotta get to sit back and relax, and it's like we're doing makeup together, just also kind of nice because it's less lonely. I'm going to grab a different brush. I'm going to grab an Angie Hot and Flashy A504. Love this brush. Go back to that lighter shade that I used earlier. And we're going to buff this along the bottom lash line. Very nice. Now I need an N12 brush, and that one has a little bit of dark shadow on it, so I'm just gonna buff it off. Go back to that next shade that I used also in my crease, that slightly deeper one. So N12, we're gonna smudge this closer to the actual lash line. And you know me, this is like my favorite way to do my eyes, and it's also my favorite way to do my client's eyes also. It's just always flattering. Very pretty. Grabbing an eyeliner. This is one of my favorites from Sephora. This is the Sephora 12-hour wear colorful gel eyeliner in the shade Tiramisu. These are super inexpensive. I need to sharpen this. They're super inexpensive. They're very long wearing, and they're just easy to work with. So I go through eyeliners very often because of the amount of times that I use them. So this is a nice one to just, you know, pick back up, throw it in your cart, and it's not going to break the bank. So I'm going to tight line with this. And then bring it out. Just like that. And then before this has a chance to dry down too much, I'm gonna grab the same N12 brush and dip into a mixture of this dark brown and this more red tone warm brown. And just lock this in. This is really like an everyday kind of eye makeup look for me. It's like a signature look. Going back to that Angie Hot and Flashy A504 and just using whatever leftover concealer is on it. You don't need more. I'm just gonna sharpen up that wing, just like that. So easy. Try that out and you will thank me later. Repeat the same steps. Tie lining is not easy to do and talk, so sorry about the lack of noise. So now just doing a little bit of a wing outside. Just like that. Gonna go back in again with the same two colors. And just set it into place. It's like we're setting it, we're also softening it, we're also smudging it. This is doing multiple things all at once, but what it's really gonna do is give us a really cool, flattering eyeliner look. There we go. Very cute. Okay. My chair is squeaking. Going back to the same Angie Han Flashy A505. Gonna pull that out. To clean it up. And that is all you need to do to have a really good liner moment. It's like the beauty is in the details, you know? It's not about how you got there. It's about the end result. So that's the liner. The liner is on. It looks very good. I'm very happy with it. Now we're going to bust out some mascara. I have a lash. It's like trying to poke me in the eye. There it is. Make a wish, everyone. So Superfan mascara, Superfan mascara from Smashbox. They sent me a new one in PR. I love this mascara. I'm happy to have it back. So thank you, Smashbox. This is a great formula mascara. Really easy to work with. Great, fantastic wand. No complaints with mascara formula at all. So I'm very happy to have this again. Like a nice new one. So this will build really good volume, really good length and thickness. To me, this is like a nice, you know, complete packaged mascara. It gives you everything that you need, but it doesn't flake and it doesn't run. And it doesn't clump up very easy too. You'd have to like apply a lot of the stuff. Like look at that separation. Can you guys see that? Closer, can you see it now? Like great separation and fullness. Love it. Mascara looks good. I do want to be a little extra today. I have been really enjoying wearing lashes again, and I was recently resent a restock from Velour. This is my favorite style from them. I love their, I actually do like their strip lashes as well, and I generally don't like strip lashes, but they have beautiful strip lashes. But these are just my favorite. They're the Velour extensions lash clusters. They're like a faux extension type look. There's 3 different lengths. I never use the long ones, too long for me. And I use like more like the medium and then the short length. They're just so good. They're so good. I need my tweezers. Hold on. Where are my MAC tweezers? There they are. And then Velour glue is a nice strong hold glue. So I think what we're gonna do is 1 medium length on each end, and then we'll do 1 of the short length. I've just been really hooked on lashes. Oh, they're just so pretty. Okay, 1 is on. Let's do another medium on this eye. And you need like a very small amount of glue for it to last and to grip on. It just adds, you know, it just adds that little extra element that I'm all about right now. I'm just loving the look of lashes. So dipping my tweezers into the glue and then placing them right on top of my lashes and at the very outer corner of my lash line. So that's it, just 2 on each side. I think it's just like the perfect amount, especially for daytime. So pretty, so soft. You won't even feel them all day too. Like they're just incredibly lightweight. So I need to also fill in the rest of my brows. And for that, I want to use a new liquid brow pen. So this is from Bodyography. I haven't used Bodyography in a minute. They have beautiful like like glitter eye pigments, but they sent me their new brown markers, and this is the shade Black Brown, I believe. Yeah, Black Brown. So it's a pen. So just like I love my Builder Brow from Maybelline, it's gonna be the same exact idea. So I'm just gonna draw up in like a flicking type motion, and you'll see my brows come to life. This shade that they sent me is really ideal for my brows. Oh, so much better. Do you see that difference? It's like undeniable, right? Undeniable difference. And also just to let you know, what I have in my brows right now, or when I started this video, is just my classic e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's like the tinted fiber brow gel that I just live for that stuff. Cute. We're getting there. We're almost done with this makeup look, I promise you. Ooh, that's so nice. This is really nice. Really, really nice. Let's throw on some extra blush because I want to lock that blush into place just like I mentioned earlier. And for that, I'm going to use the shade Hype from Kosas. These are so, oh, as I say that, I was going to say these are so hard to open, and this one just opened right up. I don't know. Sometimes they're incredibly hard to open. Sometimes they just go bloop, and like they're easy. So I'm going to apply this on top of the West Ventilier with my N15 and lock it into place. These are like a mineral kind of baked blush. So they actually look really soft on. Just gonna get all over where I have the West Ventilier for longevity. And also just to kind of enhance it even more. I've been having a blush moment, loving blush lately. I don't care if I'm, you know, blush blind or whatever the people are saying right now. It's like, you know, you're either like eyebrow blind or blush blind. I may have both, but I feel much more confident when I'm wearing a lot of blush on my face, and it could just be a phase. I don't know. It's whatever makes me happy, whatever makes me feel confident and pretty, and that goes for all of us, right? So I have been loving a happy, fun, vibrant blush look on myself and also on my clients too, and they've been also loving it. So let's finish this glam with some lip and some highlighter. I'm a little on the fence of how much I love this highlighter or how much I like it just in general. I go back and forth. I'm still kind of trying to decide. I do feel like there's better highlighters on the market, especially in the powder form, but I do like them. I like them. I just don't think that they're for everyone. So it's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Highlighting Duo. This is the shade Baby. N17 backside. I'm going to get the powder only and just add a little, you see that? Pretty? Can you see? I think it's really pretty. It's really pretty. It just, I wish they were more buttery. That's like my biggest thing. I think they're really pretty. I really do. I just wish they were a bit more on like the juicy, buttery side. They feel a little bit dry. That's, I think, my biggest uncertainty when it comes to this highlighter. So hitting right up here. Really pretty. Now we may not have foundation on, but we have a full glam, soft full glam look going on. And I'm so here for it. So for lip, I want to try this combo. I haven't worn these two together yet, and I want to try it out because I was swatching it on my hand. I thought it would make a really pretty combo. It's the Kosas lip stick in the shade Tropic Bliss and the Lawless lip liner in Pink Slip. So I was wanting to go for something pink to complement this pink blush. So we're going to start with actually a little bit of powder on my lip because I just can't stand the feeling of it not being powdered. So hold please. I'm going to go back to the Hourglass powder, N14, and I just really prefer to have a very mattified lip before I do my lip liner or any of my lip products. Total personal preference. Otherwise I feel like everything slips and I don't like that. Pretty liner, really pretty color, and I think this works perfectly with the blush. Okay. Let me fix a little oopsie right here. Better. Also better. Okay, Kosas lipstick. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. I wasn't so sure what it was going to look like together because it looked really, just really pretty on my hand, but this is a nice combo. A very creamy lipstick. Not the longest wearing, but it feels very nice when you're actually wearing it. So I like that. That is the lip. Now I need 2 more things, okay? I just need 2 more things. I need setting spray. And for that, I'm going to use the Vive Invisiveil setting spray. I want to mention, just because I feel like I haven't mentioned it yet, but I love the setting spray. I think it's fantastic. It does a great job. Just want to throw it out there as a disclaimer. It is scented. So if you don't like scented products like the Huda Beauty powder, which I know a lot of you don't, this is also scented. So hold please while I set. Woo. Hold on. Let that soak in. And let me speed this up. Lock all those layers of powder into place. Let it dry down. It's gonna take a minute because I put a lot on, which is the purpose. That's what you need to do. Put more setting spray on than you think you need because that actually is what's going to lock that makeup in. Okay, that should be good enough. Gonna go back to my hourglass powder. This is something I also do if you have like oil. I recommend this if you have really oily skin. Just with my little N14, I'm gonna hit the T-zone to refine it. Let's put this hourglass powder to the test. See what it can really do. Don't be afraid of going back in after you do your setting spray with a last layer, a last thin, very, very thin layer of powder. But only if you're oily, like me. If you're not oily, please skip this. It'll be too much powder for your skin. Just a little more refinement. Fine tuning, this is like the fine tuning moment I like to think of it. A little fine tuning action here. A little fine tuning action here. Won't hurt anyone. And then I'm going to take this powder out and about with me today. I'm going to take it out on the go, and if I need to touch up with it, I'm going to see what it does and how it works, and I cannot wait to give you like my final feedback on it once I'm able to use it for a little bit longer, because it's like my absolute first impression of this powder. But I do think it looks really nice so far. That's the finished look. That was everything in a nutshell that I wanted to put on my face. I feel like this is a really, really pretty look. This has kind of like been my signature look lately. Lots of blush, half lashes, a pulled out wing, defined brows, and more of a pink lip has been my absolute jam lately. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed seeing the whole process. Leave me a comment if you try a foundation-free makeup look, especially for summer, and let me know what combination of products you use to get that look. And let me just say, I highly recommend the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer if you're going to go for a no foundation makeup look.
I see you walk out of the shade. Oh yeah. Came out. Ooh, it's in the past now.
That is all for this look. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you stay with me forever. And that's it. Everything will be linked below for this makeup look. That was Nikki Uncut. I hope you enjoyed the whole process. I know it's a long process, but at least it's the whole thing. You got to see the whole ins and outs of it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.